Hi everybody, and thank you for tuning in to watch this video. It's going to be a short video just to give you an outline of what T-levels are and for anybody that was unable to come and join us on the 10th of December. I'd first of all just like to introduce both myself, Miss Cheval, and Mrs Perry, who is our post-16 learning manager. So the three T-levels that we are offering at Outwood Hemsworth are the T-level in health, the T-level in education and early years, and the T-level in business and administration. So the T-level is a 2-year qualification and you can do as an alternative to A-levels and other post-16 courses or apprenticeships. They bring together both the classroom learning and an extended industry placement. So it is quite a significant industry placement where you will be working on this for 1 day a week throughout the course, starting from January of year 12, going right the way through to the end of year 13. It's an absolute ideal course if you're wanting to really dig deeper in terms of the course and get the experience, which means that afterwards you can either go straight into employment, straight onto an apprenticeship, or you can go on to higher education. So the T-level is equivalent to 3 A-levels, and within that it's 80% based classroom learning and 20% industry placement for it. Okay. The industry placement is a change. It's not just your traditional work experience where you might be going and making cups of teas and coffees. It's actually getting right down and working alongside people in an industry that you are wanting to go and work in. So you do approximately about 315 hours, which is about 45 days in total for the placement. In terms of the health, we are looking at working with Pinderfields in Pontefract for the hospitals for the healthcare. The educational one will be working in schools, which clearly we have quite a lot of really good links with. And then in terms of the business, we were looking at some local and national businesses. So you get UCAS points for a degree equivalent to 3 A-levels. If you're wanting to go straight into employment rather than going on to do a degree, you can go into employment that goes from about £18,000 to £24,000, depending on which T-level you take. But some of these employments are only available to students that take the T-level, and that is because of the employment and the industry placement and the experience that you will gather along the way. So in terms of healthcare, some of the courses that you could go straight into is you could go into being a radiography assistant, or you could go into emergency care assistant, healthcare assistant, you could go dental nurse, ambulance care assistant. So there's quite a few different areas that you can go straight into. And this one will range going from 18,000 up to 24,000 in terms of the wages that you can go straight into. Other than that, you could go straight into a degree or a degree apprenticeship as well. If you're going on to do the management and administration in business, then you could go straight on to being something such as a barrister's clerk, office manager, medical secretary, information scientist, indexer, school secretary. There's quite a wealth of different opportunities and jobs that you can go into in terms of this employment for it. Alternative, you can go on to do a degree if you're wanting to do something along on the business side. If you're going into education in early years and you wanted to go straight through into employment, you could go straight through to be such as a teaching assistant, a nursery worker, special educational needs assistant, or alternative, if you're wanting to go into teaching, then you can go to university and take the UCAS points with you and do a degree that will lead you to being a teacher. So at Hemsworth, we are offering the health care, which might include some nursing. We're offering education in early years and business and administration. We're also offering the T-levels at 2 of our other Outwood academies, so post-16 Doncaster in Adwick. We're doing the health and nursing, business and administration, the same as Hemsworth, but they are also going to be offering the animal care. Over at Dagenham are offering this year, they're starting to offer the T-level in engineering, which will start in September, and they'll also offer education in early years from September 2026. Okay. In terms of the T-level in health, we do have a very bespoke hospital ward that is actually built over in Adwick, which we do have access to using. The hospital ward is exactly like you would see in a hospital, including hospital beds. The dummies themselves are the real life weight of what you would feel in terms of the healthcare setting when working with people. It has the commodes, it has the hoists. It's also got enough equipment in order to take in pulses, take in blood. The dummies on the bed will speak to you, they will tell you how you feel. So it's very much a real life feeling that you will get before you actually go into that hospital setting. In terms of studying at Hemsworth, here's just some of the 10 reasons that we say to study at Hemsworth. We have really strong student support, very much strong student voice as well, which is listened to, and our students have got quite a lot of things put in place already. So it's very highly supported. Over 60% of our students progress to university in terms of T levels. That may be slightly different because some people may go straight into employment. We've got excellent staff and student relationships, along with great support in terms of mental health, safeguarding. So Mrs. Perry is our first aid trained. She's also safeguarding trained, and she's also our first aid mental health trained as well. Okay, some of the student voice that has come through in terms of students that say that we cater for their needs, the quality of lessons is exceptional, the freedom that they get. So yes, they don't have to be on site all the time. So it's only when they have lessons. They've got their own area for study, for some private study, or to sit and relax in the common room. You've got your own computers, you've got your own access to Wi-Fi, you've got your own access to printing, you've got your own access to vending for food and drinks machines. We've also got opportunities at Hemsworth for international travel and study. In Easter of next year, we're actually going out to Malta on a 2-week work placement. And then later on in the year, the students have got the opportunity to go to Italy. The studies as well, especially Malta, is fully funded. So if you go on that trip for the work experience, you will not need to pay anything, including passports are paid for if you need a new passport, or if you haven't got a passport at all. But a fantastic opportunity to get some work experience abroad. We've also got different trips to university, so we can make sure you can see what it is like to have the life as a student. So we always visit Hull University towards the end of year 12, and you spend the day as a student and get to see the seminars, get to visit the place, and get to see what life will be like. Okay. We also offer a post-16 bursary. So post-16 bursary will depend on household income for this, but if you fall into the category and you're allowed to have bursary, the bursary will pay for everything that you need for educational needs. That will include clothing, that will include equipment, meals, bus transfer, taxis, whatever you need to do, that bursary will pay for it. So if you do come to us, then please just have a look and see if you qualify for bursary. So some frequently asked questions about Hemsworth. Students will often ask, can I dye my hair? Absolutely, you can dye your hair. Your hair can become whatever colour you'd like it to be. We please just say that if you are going into a workplace on some of the businesses, that you do kind of be a little bit considerate in terms of how you would present yourself when you go out into your industry placement. Can I wear makeup? Yes, you can. Can I have false nails? Yes, you can have false nails. Please be careful if you are going to work, and especially in the hospital setting, that it may be that you do have to have short nails as you would if you were actually working in the hospital. So that would be the only requirement. Can I have piercings? Yes, you can. That's no problem. You can also leave sight at break and lunchtime. Can you wear false eyelashes? Absolutely. There's no questions, no problem at all. Okay. So if you are interested in any of the T levels, please contact either myself, Ms. Chevel, at k.chevel@hemsworth.outward.com, or contact Mrs. Perry at l.perry@hemsworth.outward.com. We do have a limited number of places available, so it is a first come, first served, and it will, other than that, you'll have to go onto a reservation list. From there, I can send you a link to the Google form, or you can go onto our website to find the Google form in order to put in if you're interested in the T levels. Any other questions, please drop me an email, and thank you very much for listening.